Hello and welcome back to another video. And today, well, I thought the Amico was done. I really thought there was no chance of it ever coming out. But DJC has an Amico Minute. Yeah, he's got promoting. God knows what he's doing. I doubt he even knows himself. Last week he had a thing about showing the time-lapse photography, videography, whatever you call it, footage of the Amico being built or being put together, when really it was just the same 5 seconds of the original video from Intellivision from about 3 years ago, of it being put together really fast. And he just repeated. It lasted 5 seconds, and he just repeated that over and over. But now he's got the answer. In his Amico Minute, I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, because you only need to see a minute. Take that saying it only takes a minute, girl, to fall in love. But for DJC, it only takes a minute, DJC, to fall in love with Tommy Tallarico and his big tallywhacker. And yes, so the first 30 seconds of this video are horrendous. Just all this subscribe and like and the endless intro. If you're on YouTube, I learned this. That's why I don't have any intros on my videos anymore. Just get rid of the intro. Sometimes they go on for 5 seconds, sometimes 8 seconds. Sometimes I've even seen them go on for half an hour, half a minute. I mean, if you're putting together a sort of half-hour show kind of thing, maybe a little bit of an intro is one thing, but look on your attention graph on, the analytics, and you'll see that the retention of the audience falls off like a cliff. A little bit dusty in my talking today because I've just spent about I had a good sort of clear out of old cables when they sort of fall behind a cabinet, and cables should have been got rid of a long time ago, and sort of putting them all out and getting rid of a load of dust. I've got more dust to get rid of. It's just it's when it's behind the cabinet. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Anyway, let's move on to DJC, and he's going to tell us about how he's going to get the Amico to be mass-produced. It's a genius idea, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. I don't know why OEB Pete didn't think of it sooner. But let's just get on with it.
Because there's not enough time or room when we're talking about everyone's favorite weekly show, the Amico Minute!
The Desperation. Well, no, if he goes down the shops or even into work, do they not go, why the fuck are you still talking about this thing? Why the fuck are you wasting your time on this? You do your videos about old Intellivision games and so on. Just make those. Then again, as you see from his live streams and things like this, that's where the hits are. Make an Amico video, you get lots of hits. Someone on the Intellivision Amico Reddit thread said, yeah, half the hits come from us watching his videos. But it's just, whereas you can make a 10-minute video playing some old Intellivision game and hardly anyone watches it. But anyway, let's just see what his big solution is.
Little shifty-eyed dealer. Don't mind if I do.
What? Yeah, this Amico album really lasted well, didn't it?
So this week we are going to talk about something, and that is the release date. When is this going to happen? When can they get an investor?
Never.
When can they get an acquirer?
Never to all these questions.
How are they going to put this out and
They're not.
mass produce the Amico?
They're not. Unless he's got the answer.
We all followed the Amico. We've seen all the games.
But you've seen demos of the games. You've not seen the games actually, in full and playing flawlessly.
They've shown us lots of different licenses.
That they've not got the rights to, most likely.
Different genres, from retro reimagined, to sports, to card games and trivia.
Who gives a fuck about card games and trivia? Who's going to spend $300+ on a console just to play card games and trivia? Unless it's a game for the Switch that you've already bought because you're playing proper games on it.
Focusing on family-friendly and multiplayer. That was their goal. That was their mission.
Go, you're making this video and he sounds bored even talking about it. Why is he talking so quietly?
We've seen the box.
Well, we're not really seeing the box, have we? It's just a box that was knocking around, shit between hands, who's now gone, and John Avocado.
Packaging. We've seen the unit. We know it exists.
Well, we don't, because all that is just the one of the prototypes. Even Avocado admitted this himself in one of the live streams. Was it on Smash's live stream, I think?
We've seen it. We've played it.
Well, you played demos on a PC that's hooked up to a TV that you think is coming out of the Amico.
Families have played it. Kids have played it. Retro gaming fans have played it.
This is a scam. It's a $17 million scam so far. What makes you think it's actually going to get any better?
Kids have played it. Retro gaming fans have played it. I myself have went to a couple events, had my hands on the controllers, was able to play around with the system, play games, and have a great time doing so.
Magic. I never realised Mike Mullis was so tall. It's like sort of Beavis when he's grown up and he's lost some of his hair and grown a goatee. Why do men? Why do you have goatees? They never suit anyone. They never suit anyone. You can't be bothered to have a beard, so you just sort of grow fuzz around your mouth. Why the fuck would you do that? Just have a proper shave. Just goatees just look odd, shall we say. And why is there a man sort of sat down on the bloody floor? There. Why on earth would you do that? But so you can sort of upskirt DJC, I don't know. But he looks so excited to play the Amico, but it's just mobile phone games on a big screen.
So now what? How can we make this thing get produced?
You can't.
How can we get it to mass production?
I didn't realise how short Tommy was.
Well, I have one way that this could be.
Hey there, I'm just a friend.
This is probably the least funny thing he's ever done.
You're doing a great job. Keep up all the positive comments. Hey, don't listen to him. Listen to me. I think you should go heel. I
The CGI is amazing in these videos.
think you should
don't
flip
say.
floppity flop. That's what you should be doing. No, just keep up what you're doing.
It's never coming out.
Happy.
It's never coming out. I'm
No,
telling you, it's not
stop
gonna
this,
come out.
stop
I don't know
this.
why you always want
Stop
to
this,
talk
enough!
about-
This is going on for at least 2 minutes.
There's no backing down. There's only going forward.
Here's his big idea.
Bring back the countdown clock.
So that's his idea, to just have a countdown clock. It's for saying some random date when the Amico countdown will come out. The Amico will come out. I can't be asked looking up the date. There's a website called timeanddate.com. But someone already did it on Reddit, and it turns out to be September 17th, 2022. So it won't be out by September 27th, September 17th, 2022, or 2023, 2024, or any other year. It's just not coming out. This is just sad at this point.
That's your Amico Minute.
Well, it's the Amico 3 minutes almost, or 2.5 minutes. What a fucking waste of time. Talking of waste of time, let's go to the Amico Forever live stream. Someone pointed out to go to this particular timestamp, 56:41 or thereabouts, because they get a particular comment on the video in a moment. Geeks with Cash looks like he's wearing some sort of Guantanamo Bay jumpsuit as he escaped from there. Rab looks so pleased with himself, unless he's pleasuring himself under the desk. Yeah, if you've seen the scene from, if you've seen Police Academy, then yeah, just under his desk there's something else going on. But just DJC just looks so hyped up. In fact, Geeks with Cash looks like he's got no fucking idea what's going on. But yeah, DJC just looks like madman possessed. But let's just see. Now I know the comment that's coming up. I've not seen the sort of the subsequent reaction. Apparently they sort of have a big fall from face, or yeah, the face falls afterwards. But let's have a look.
What's retro, bro? Why?
The games are fun, in my opinion. Just release them on other systems at this point. This thing ain't shipping. Sorry, guys. Well, you can't release them on other systems when they're not finished. But anyway.
Why would you say this?
Why would he say that? Because it's fucking true. You all know it's true. Even Billy Vanilli sang "Girl, You Know It's True." Well, they didn't really sing it. They just pretended to be singing. But "Girl, You Know It's True," the Amico ain't coming out. Why the fuck do you still... Why just move on? Do something productive with your life. Please. For the love of your own sanity. Have you not got people who can help you? Just move on with your life. Fuck me.
I don't know where your
Thanks for the
information on
troll,
this.
I guess. What the heck?
I don't know where your information about this comes from. Huh? Fucking obvious to anyone with a brain. Anyone sensible.
Cameron says $400 quadrillion million is all we need. Come on, throw us a ball.
So, DJC still trying to big up the pretense, and the other two just like, yeah, we're fucking wasting our time here. It's like when I won't name the film because it's relatively recent, but you know when you got like a disaster film and like it's end of the world, and someone comes up with an idea on how to save the world. At the last minute, they're just like, right, we'll put this plan into action. We've not got a plan B. Let's just go with it. And if it works, great, the Earth is saved. If it doesn't, we're all fucked. And then they put it into action, and it doesn't work. And it's that moment of realization when you realize the world's fucked, and the world's about to end. And that's what's happened here. They just got that look on their face of thinking, right, fuck this, let's just quit out the live stream and then go home and do something more productive instead. Well, they're already home, but you get the idea.
Oh, Elon's got, like I said, he accidentally throws out a couple million, by picking up some cash off the table.
Yeah, so I've seen him. Oh God, Geeks with Cash is looking at me. But yeah, they've mentioned Elon Musk recently, or DJC has at least, or somewhere they have it. Came up on other videos, and Elon Musk isn't going to throw money at this. I mean, he spends an awful lot of money on a lot of things. I mean, Twitter can't be any worse under his, under his ownership. It's a right bag of shit as it is. But why on earth would he throw another couple of million into it? They've already had 17 million and they just pissed it up the wall, or more accurately, they funneled it off into an offshore account, never to be seen again. Certainly not for the investors.
So much money. We needed to be played over the look of gameplay. It looked ridiculous. That overshined all the others.
I'm not going to go any further with this. The Wii was 2006, I think, so over 15 years ago now. So, yeah, it's not happening. Well, that was a good timing. The Rab's now looking up Geeks with Cash's butthole, I think. Anyway, there's a good thread I saw in the Amico Reddit, the official Reddit, which I can't comment on. They've shadow banned me. I wonder why. How far are they now to the finish line? Can we get some produce? How far are they? 80%? 90%? What is left? The back end? Assuming they just removed the back end and instead include every game on the console, is it ready to be assembled? Of course, if they don't have the money, they cannot buy the parts to assemble the console. But if they did, start again. But if they could, they could start making the console by now. I think the structure of these sentences is particularly poor. Isn't there a small dedicated set of fans that could chip in and make a small batch of console being produced? I know if you make a small batch, it's going to be expensive, but some people might be okay with that. Gather $5,000 to make 10 consoles for $500 each with no Amico controller. and perhaps only the motherboard in a non-custom made basic shell. Is that even possible? Is their mobile app working? I'm trying to find a solution here. Sad to see them fall on the finish line. Well, $500 is the price for a PS5 with a controller, and an Xbox Series X with a controller. Who the fuck is going to spend $500 for a piece of shit with no controller? Well, sad to see them fall on the finish line. They are galaxies away from the finish line. Maybe Tommy could tell the truth for once. Not worth their time. The money's all gone. Game over. True. I don't think many games are complete, so even if they had the money to go the plug and play route, which they don't, they would still need to finish them. Indeed. Only Intellivision can answer these questions, and to date, they've done an exceptionally poor job. In 2020, we were told, this is a good summarization actually. In 2020, we were told the hardware was done, but not the software. 2021, the software was done, but not the hardware. 2022 saw a demo of the almost finished operating system with significant functionality missing. The fake unboxing video released a month ago was fake. Even Avocado admitted this in a YouTube live stream. The device removed from the box was not off the production line. Yes, it was one of their prototypes. The elements in the box were handmade. Yeah, they misspelled Intellivision on their fucking get started card. The card was so poorly hand cut that they left the red cut line in some spots. It was just shite. It's exceptionally doubtful as a design ready for manufacturing, even if there were. Just so if there were, we'd hear about it, but they've just got a handful of practically made mock-ups, handmade mock-ups, so they can't move to manufacturing. And even if you do make 10 consoles, what's the point? What do you do with it? There's not enough software for it. So as they say, you're paying $500 for some plastic and an outdated cell phone with a slow-to-respond controller. What's the point? Oh, yeah, there's no controller anyway, and even the app isn't finished. So, bag of shite. The controller was the Amico, so I don't see any point. The best you can hope for is games to be released on other platforms, even though they're not been made. Games are built in Unity, so easy to target mobile or Nintendo. Yeah, that takes money. The games will need in-app purchases or continuing revenue stream like ads to make them profitable. Revise the games to assume there's no disc controller. Intellivision should have been working on this plan B, but given the myopic mismanagement, maybe not, and they'd have to go through bankruptcy first to get rid of any obligations and loans. And basically, once you hit bankruptcy, it's not happening at all. I mean, it's not happening anyway, but it wouldn't happen with after bankruptcy. So the game input from an Amico disc wouldn't be different than input from a thumbstick. Right. So why are we always been told that we need the disc then? You don't. In-app purchases aren't a revenue streams. It just shifts payment from before game installation to after. Well, lots of companies make a lot of money out of them. Hello, bye, GTFO. Now you say that it's not that different, but the whole time was that the disc is unlike anything else, and no system can play the games the same way. But yeah, it's not that different now. They still need FCC certification, which isn't going to happen. Chip in, what do you call the original orders? Exactly. The reality of products like this is that there's something to show and they look done. Or when there's something to show and they look done, it's only halfway to release. Think about how early we see stuff for the Switch, PS5, or such, like Playdate, years before it's in your hand. There's probably 100 things that we don't think about that need to be done. The back end is a great example. Translations were bad and would just need to be removed if it were released today. Maybe some news will come out in the next month or two. Well, only the bankruptcy news. Yeah, it won't be good. I think this time everyone cut their losses. Shame that all this money has just been lost and the Intellivision name has been dragged through the mud. Well, they've made $17 million out of it, so it's good for them. At this point, I hope they release the games elsewhere. PC, hopefully, since mobile gaming sucks. Moon Patrol was a lot of fun. Ooh, who have I blocked on here? I wonder. For some reason, Wallace. No idea why. But then, when I block people on Reddit, I mean, they're stupid on Reddit. Why can you block people and then I can still see his post now, and he can see my post anyway. Blocking's a load of shit on Reddit, isn't it? Go on, let's entertain him. Yeah, when I block someone, I don't even think about them afterwards, so I can't remember why I blocked him, but fuck him. So they predicted a long time ago if it came out, it would just be plug and play, shipped to backers, That was really, yeah, oh, great, how exciting. Let's just move on and act like it's never going to see the light of day, because that's what's going to happen. You read it, shred it. The big shill for this. Don't know what part of the back end is incomplete, but the core functionality of distributing games and pushing firmware updates has been working for some time. According to witnesses and their technology director, they always lie. They've said online high score tables wouldn't be ready for launch. Why? It's not difficult. Is blockchain licensing yet to be implemented? The mobile controller app was working before they had controller prototypes. It's how they showed the system back in early 2019. Well, they had something going anyway. It's not been updated for about 2 years, or since 2019. That was 3 years ago. The hardware was finalised last year. Well, it's not. And as it says in the Start Engine risk disclosure, it's 100% ready. Well, it actually said about 80 to 90%. So he's lying there. Why would you still put your own, reputation through the mud for this? Firmware was still in bug testing, optimization, but it's been working for a while with 15 Amico games that were played at events last year. Well, demos, that's it. Most Amico games can be converted to other systems for those who just want to play those games. Nobody does. The same thing's already available as free software anyway. If any Amico hardware produced, I'd like to see the controllers rather than just a base console. Well, you wouldn't get the controllers without the base console. What's the point? Ideally, it would be on its own platform. It would have been nice to see what multiplayer game developers might have come up for it over game controllers with displays. Well, if they're getting like 50% of the money of a 50% of $10 game, so that's $5. Who the fuck's going to make a unique version for the fucking Amico? Yeah, not a single word of your post should be considered trustworthy. It's too late now. The hardware is 5 years older than we first announced, even back in 2018. I mean, okay, 3.5 years, but the point's still there. The hardware is lackluster, no space, RE. If this thing did come out, the life of the console will be short-lived. Full stop. Many questions why I reason like I do. Why not play the games on another console? Why not play the games on another console? Yes, they're good questions. But why playing it on Amico? I do not know. For the memes? Play around with the operating system and so on to see how far they get. I see how the mobile app and everything else works. I wish I had your kind of income or net worth that paying $500 for a box is worth the memes. Exactly. So, yeah, it's just a waste of time. Talking of waste of time, I'm going to end this video now because it's late and I'm wasting my own time thinking about it. Anyways, in the meantime, please like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications. I've not done any Windy Pops today. There you go, Windy Pops. And cue Genesis.